I am so passionate about this. I'm passionate about what we've created. I'm passionate about changing lives. I'm passionate about my people. I know without a shadow of a doubt, if you decide to do this challenge, you will 100% come out the other side the best version of yourself, just like thousands of others. So come join us, come join me, come have some fun, come change your life, and let us show you just how powerful you are.
So Heidi Powell is out here again, creating parasocial relationships and making promises she can't keep. We're going to be talking about her 60-day Get Fit Challenge. Hi guys, welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back if you've been around here a while. I'm Kendra. This is my channel, Kind Kendra Creates. This is where I share my weight loss journey with you guys. Hopefully I can help you out along the way. Also, you'll get lots and lots and lots of commentary from me, usually about health, fitness, wellness, scams, and scammers. So if that stuff sounds good to you, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. I'd love to have you here. And today, like I said, we're going to be talking about Heidi Powell and her 60-day Get Fit Challenge. She's done it before in the past, but then she said she wasn't doing it again. But of course, she had to get that new year, new me money, which it is what it is. She's a fitness professional. That's what she's devoted her life to, part of her career. So, I mean, that's what she does. There's nothing wrong with making money from your craft or whatever it is that you do. Now, how effective you are at that craft may be debatable, and the tactics that you use to bring in people, that's also debatable. And so we're going to be talking about her 60-day Get Fit Challenge. I played a clip from like her hype video or whatever, and we're gonna look at some more clips from her hype video. These are like methods to draw people in, to get them to enroll in this challenge program or whatever. And then we're going to talk about the challenge program itself, my opinions, what I think. If you'd like to hear that stuff, stick around here. But the first thing that I do want to say is, of course, you don't have to pay for a challenge program. There are many free challenge programs and things and groups on the internet for free these days because it's New Year, it's new me. And there are amazing communities. There are people who are certified personal trainers, health coaches, things like that. There are registered dietitians, and ooh, child, we're going to get into all of that. But there are people doing these things around the internet for free because they want you to utilize their services. It's kind of like a trial run. And then if you like what they're doing, you get good results, then it's like, oh, they sucked you in and now you're going to pay for it. So that's kind of like how that tactic works. And then also her price is pretty hefty. We're going to talk about that too. But I do see like different influencers or people, doing like little challenges and stuff. And like you pay $2, $5 or whatever. I don't really have a problem with that. It's so small and so minimal. It's basically like a tip to your favorite influencer or content creator, whatever you want to call them, whatever you prefer to call them, which I don't have a problem. And I think sometimes people think that people have a problem with like them monetizing. I don't have a problem with that at all. It's all about the tactics that people use and what kind of product the customer gets, because sometimes they're scams and sometimes people are scammy. So we are going to get into the hype bids.
We have members from past challenges who are experiencing food freedom for the first time. They're finding their power. They're realizing that food does not have to control them the way it always has. They're realizing that with the right tools and the knowledge and education around how to use the tools, they're in control. They're in the driver's seat of their own lives, and you can do this too. They're also realizing that there is one incredible group of people just waiting to love, support, empower, and uplift them. This group is here for you. I'm telling you, it is the most unreal thing. This Get Fit community is unlike anything you've ever seen before in your life. It's unlike anything I've ever seen, and it is a thing you will want to be a part of. I know this.
So let's talk about 2 points in this first part of her little hype video. I don't know what else to call it. We're gonna call it a hype video. Okay. So the first thing is that she talks about food freedom. She talks about people in past challenges have experienced food freedom, something that they never had in their life. I don't know particularly what her definition of food freedom is, so I'm just going to use what I think it is. And basically, it's just like not letting food control you and you having control over the food choices that you make. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. It could be something totally different. But yes, of course, a lot of people have this problem. I have this problem. And it's not something that can be solved in 60 days unless you really didn't have like a problem. But if you've been suffering from that type of stuff like all your life, like I have, then it's not going to be solved in 60 days. Now, maybe some people are anomalies and they just, bam, oh, I'm cured. Okay, great. Good for you. But I highly suggest if you have issues with food and you don't know what to do, honestly, you need to see a therapist. I'm recommending a health psychologist. The doctor's office that I go to, internal medicine, lifestyle management, weight management program that I have, they have referrals to health psychologists on staff. It takes forever to see them. But still, though, they are there and you can see them and you can hopefully get some answers or some type of diagnosis and really get some relief for those food issues. And it may even be with the prescription medication. Like, for instance, if you are binge eating, I know it's all tough and I know it's all difficult, but Heidi, I don't think that you or anyone on your staff, because I've gone through the list of people on your team, are qualified to do any work around people with food issues, whether that's BED, whether that's ED, or all the different other combinations of EDs there are. No, I don't think so. I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong. I'm a human being. I get wrong sometimes. But nah, okay? And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about was the community. She talks a lot about community. Y'all, if y'all have not watched my video about her app and everything, she goes off about this community. And that's cool, you know. A lot of people don't have the support and the help that they need, and that's a lot of times why they fail. And she talks about love, support, empower, uplift. I don't know about y'all, but a bunch of strangers, especially on the internet, have never loved me. But maybe her community is different, which is great. If you feel loved, great. Support, totally get it, especially when you're going through something with a lot of people that are going through the same things and they kind of like experience the same things. Bravo, I'm not knocking that. Empower, uplift, I get it. You need support. You need that kind of community. If she has that type of community and it makes people feel welcome and it helps them stick to their goals and things like that, that's excellent. That's great. I love that for her and what her program provides for people. Do I think that I would fit in and be part of that community? No, I don't. Not at all. And it's just because of the experiences that I've had before, especially with people that look like me. You get what I'm saying? I need to feel like you understand truly what I am going through, because there are a lot of moving parts to issues with weight. You know, of course, there's mental and physical, right? And she tries to encompass all of that within her program, and we'll talk about that. But I don't think that I would feel welcome in that community. That's just my personal opinion. But we'll move on to her next hot clip.
When it comes to transformation, physical transformation, you can't outwork a bad diet. We all know this. My entire team, as a result, has rallied around to create free resources and guides to guide your nutrition success. Now, for those wanting more, we have nutrition education programs, we have nutrition coaching, we even have accountability coaching. This has been a work in progress for many challenges now, and I am so certain that it contains everything you will need to transform your body, yes, but most importantly, give you the tools to live a life you love, a life of food freedom, a life of self-love.
Okay, so here she is again with her buzzwords on food freedom. We've already talked about that. Not gonna talk about that. But then she also threw in the self-love. You're not gonna get someone to like change their entire mindset and decide that they're gonna love themselves in 60 days. You do not have a health psychologist on your staff. You do not have a therapist. You do not have a licensed social worker. You do not have any of those mental health professional. You don't have any of that on your staff, on your Meet the Team. Maybe I overlooked it. You guys can please tell me if I'm wrong and I'm bugging. I would love to know, but I didn't see any of those people there. So I don't think that you can really say that someone is going to now have self-love after your 60-day Get Fit Challenge program. I don't know. And then she also talks about nutrition, education, and nutrition coaching. So this is big to me. And this is big to me because it's very important that if you're on a weight loss journey, that you learn about nutrition and proper nutrition. And she's right. You cannot outwork, outtrain, outrun a bad diet. It's 100% true. I totally agree with her. She knows what she's talking about in that regard, because when I started my weight loss journey back in 2021, I did not incorporate any type of nutrition. I may have cut back on a soda or a juice or something, but I just went to the gym and that's all I did. I lost 25 pounds in a year. And of course it stopped. And then in 2022, I've been on it this year. I incorporated nutrition and I've lost almost 50 pounds this year. Like I'm that close to 50 pounds. But anyways, so it makes all the difference. But then it also makes all the difference when you have people on your staff that knows what they're doing. And I looked through her Meet the Team people and I did not see a registered dietitian on her team. Now, if you don't know, I've kind of brought this up before in some of my videos. I don't know which one. I've created so many videos, but watch my videos. Hey, that's a plug for me. That registered dietitians and nutritionists are totally different. Some states do not have any type of difference between the two, meaning that me, Kendra, I can go around and calling myself nutritionist just because. I'm like, hey, I'm a nutritionist. Yeah. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? When you are talking about a registered dietitian, and of course, all this information is United States specific. I do not know anything about any other country. I'm sorry. But they have gone to school for at least 4 years. So they have at least a bachelor's degree. Now they're, from my understanding, changing the standards and eventually you'll have to have a master's degree. I'm not sure when all that's taking effect. Please, if you know, I would love for you to comment down below and let everyone know about those changing requirements. So these people are educated. They have some type of background. And they also, and I'm talking about generally speaking, these standards differ from state to state. But generally speaking, they also have to have an internship, which means, of course, that they're doing hands-on work and working with clients and patients in areas of nutrition. And we love that. I love that for them. And then, of course, people differ on what they believe in and things like that. Like these health at every size, fat acceptance dietitians. Y'all already know how I feel about all of that. But I didn't see anyone on her staff that is a registered dietitian. So I'm very leery about nutrition coaching and nutrition education, especially if it's given by Heidi, because, well, she's not a registered dietitian. And on top of that, when I did the review about her app previously, the app had the Get Started guide to the last time they did the Get Fit Challenge. And I have access to that document. They've taken it out of the app now, so it's no longer there. But within that, they had like an acceptable food list and just... And this is why you need to see professionals that know what they're doing and that have the credentials in the field, and not some random internet influencer person, okay? Because they make it seem that they know what they're talking about, and most lay people are not going to question it because they're like, oh, they look healthy. They look like they get in the gym. They look like they know what they're doing. I'm going to take advice from them. And most of these people, they have no clue on what they're doing. Just look up the V-Shred situation. Just Google V-Shred. V-Shred controversy, V-Shred, y'all. It's wild, y'all. But that's just one example. And then, I mean, look at our friend Brittany Dawn. Oh, and if you have not checked out my video on Brittany Dawn, please check that out for me. Anyways, we are going to move on from her hype bids and get into actually what this 60-day Get Fit Challenge is. All right, so Heidi says that the 60-day Get Fit Challenge is the ultimate platform for overall transformation. She has well-rounded training programs and resources that you'll get something new out of every round you do. So I'm assuming she's advertising that she changes the 60-day Get Fit challenge every time she does it. Okay. She said that it's designed to provide you with the tools that are proven to work, not just for 60 days, but for every single day after. That sounds great, that you're giving people tools for 60 days to use for their future and a lifestyle change. But speaking honestly, how many people go on to incorporate those into a healthier lifestyle for an extended period of time? Most don't. And the reason why they don't is because you don't give them real life, real world application tools. Like, what happens when someone wants you to go out to eat to dinner? You gonna say, no, I gotta eat my chicken, broccoli, and rice? No, you gonna go out to eat to dinner. So people need to know how to make better choices. What happens when you can't exercise for whatever reason? Say you get an injury, or I don't know, you don't have childcare or whatever. Like, people want things for the real world, not for an ideal situation. And most of these 60-day, 30-day, whatever challenges or whatever, people are going hard for that extended period, that small period of time. But once it's over, it's like, hey, pizza and beer again. They don't know how to function in the real world. I digress, but let's keep going. You'll see incredible results in the next 8 weeks and leave with the biggest win. So it's a blueprint so that you can be the best version of you. I don't know how losing weight will make you the best version of you, but because a lot of, people with six packs have the worst attitudes, but we'll keep going. Heidi is by your side every step of the journey, interacting with you inside a private community where she and her team will be teaching you, guiding you, and celebrating your wins. And this, I think, is probably the main selling point. Oh, I get to work with Heidi. She worked with people on a TV show. Like, she's a trainer. Oh my God. She has a great body. Let's get it. Let's go. I'll pay whatever. It's a large selling point that it's ran by her. Then after a packed 8 weeks of workouts, dance parties, yoga, meal prep demos, guest speakers, nutrition guides, workout logs, weekly lives, squirrel moments, whatever that is, prizes, more squirrel moments. I don't know what that is. But it sounds like she's hyping it up, and it sounds like her program has a lot to offer. So we're going to get into exactly what her program consists of. All right, so there is instant online access. I would hope so. So you'll be able to access the programs as soon as you pay for your account. And then also there will be weekly workouts that'll be added to your account. There's also a movement video library. It's a complete movement library with step-by-step instructions on how to do every single movement in every workout program. I guess that is great. But the only criticism that I have with that is, what if your teacher is showing you incorrect movements, incorrect form? And I don't know anything about that, okay, y'all? I'm going to be upfront and honest with you. I'm not a certified personal trainer. I'm not like a bodybuilder, gym type person. So I don't know if her form and things like that would be good or not for teaching other people. I have heard whisperings around the web that her form is off, but I didn't say that because I don't know. I'm just telling you what other people say. You'll also get downloadable workout plans. You can get detailed workout plans the whole 60 days with instructions for every single exercise. Total body training, along with our body sculpting and physique workouts, we'll be implementing resistance training. I mean, this is things that I would hope that you would have in the program. Daily video coaching from Heidi. Heidi leads you step by step through each day's workout program, so there's no guesswork. I'm assuming that that's not live. That's something that's recorded. I don't think she's going to come on every single day for 60 days. Access to the private Facebook group. Join Heidi and the community for weekly Facebook Lives where we share nutrition tips and mini transformation life lessons. So she'll be on the Facebook Live group every single week. That makes sense. And then she probably has the people on her team moderating it, every day for people asking questions and things like that. Success guide. This is a start here guide for the 60 days. And that's the guide that I downloaded from the app the last time, but it's no longer in the app. And I'll talk a little bit about that start here guide. And then new body weight basics. This program was designed for true beginners. And it's just like basically talking about the exercises or whatever. But we would hope that that stuff would be in a 60-day challenge that revolves mainly around exercise, because you're the exercise guru, lady. So that's just a little bit about what's inside. And now we're going to talk about like the high points of her 60-day Get Fit challenge. Okay, so the first thing is the cost. The cost is $247. I wouldn't pay $247 for 60 days, but a lot of people are, from my understanding, which is great. Right now, my gym is running a special, of course, you know, new year, new me, that you get 6 sessions of personal training for $199, which I guess it's pretty good. I don't know how much a personal trainer goes for these days, but that would be definitely a good start for people to show you proper form, technique, and things like that. And it's in person, somebody that's actually with you. But of course, you don't get the community that Heidi rants and raves about. And then we have the exercises. She has everything from beginner to advanced level. And these are things that are within her app. So if you don't want to do the Get Fit challenge, you can always just download her app. She says that the exercise and things like that are different. I don't know. She says it changes, so I don't know. Also, they're going to be like running challenges, so they get the chance to win prizes. I think it's every week they have some type of challenge or something, and then people can get a prize. And then there will also be 3 grand prize winners that will get an all expense paid trip to Arizona to hang out with Heidi, plus a makeover and photo shoot. And this would be very nice, actually. And I'm saying that because if you believe in Heidi and what she does, you get the opportunity to meet her. That's pretty amazing. And I'm really feeling the makeover and photo shoot part because, you know, if you've lost 20 pounds, you're feeling yourself. Like, you like, okay. And you get to wear makeup from a professional and do a professional photo shoot. I think that's lovely. You know, I really do. Like, I have no beef about that at all. I think that's really amazing that she does that for the winners. But one thing that I don't like, and you know I always got to bring up what I don't like about something, is, of course, the promises that she makes within her program. Okay, so one of these that I found, it says thousands of challengers have transformed their lives, losing as much as 20.7 pounds in 60 days. Y'all know I don't like all this fad diet stuff, and I don't like lose this much weight in this amount of time. And I guess maybe somebody in the past lost 20 pounds in 60 days. It's very unrealistic, and I don't like that. And if you have not checked out my video about how losing weight fast is not the best thing, I want you guys to go ahead and check that out, because I talk about a lot of possible health problems there are with losing weight really, really fast. And a lot of people, they want to lose it as fast as possible, and they want to just, you know, wake up at their goal weight tomorrow. That's what they want to do, but it don't work like that, y'all. Because 2023 will be literally year 3 for me. Like, I played around year 1. Year 2 was like, I didn't go super hard. I went like, you know, like a normal sane person, which allowed me to make it to year 3. I feel, from my point of view, I mean, I had cookies, I had muffins, I had cakes, I had pies, I had takeout, I had fast food, I had everything within the year. It wasn't like I cut all that stuff out. Yes, I eat carbs, okay? So I just feel like that's what made it possible for me to get to year 3, is because I didn't restrict myself. I wasn't on a low carb diet. Like, I didn't do a smoothie, juice cleanse, whatever. Like, I didn't do all that. I wasn't going for as fast as possible. I was going for something that I could sustain and that I could still get results with. Now, are they that fast and amazing and all of this and all of that? No. But I can guarantee you that I've lost a lot more weight than other people who have started out going hard, going fast. Almost 50 pounds. Hey. Okay. And at the end of the website, there is a disclaimer, which I can appreciate. Okay. Statements on this website have not been evaluated by the FDA. Products and programs are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And if you have not watched any of my anti-MLM videos. Please do that, okay? Watch all of those because they use this same statement when they are shilling their products because they know that their products are like bogus. Okay, so make sure you watch those anti-MLM videos because new year, new me, they're going to be on the hunt for people trying to sell their products, okay? The information provided on this site is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice or a substitute for advice from your physician or other qualified healthcare professional. You should not use the information on this site for diagnosis or treatment of any health problem or for prescription of any medication or other treatment. Always, in caps, consult with a healthcare professional before starting any diet, exercise program, or dietary supplements. You should not stop taking any medication without first consulting your physician. And then there's a disclaimer for testimonials. Individual results may vary, of course. Regular exercise and proper diet are necessary to achieve healthy weight loss. The testimonials featured may have used more than one of Heidi's transformation products or other programs to achieve desired results. And beyond just selling the 60-day Get Fit Challenge, from my understanding, there's also one-on-one nutrition coaching that you can purchase. And then there's also like a cookbook or something with like recipes or something. I believe that one's $47. I'm not sure how much the one-on-one nutrition coaching is. I didn't see like a link to purchase that or whatever. But I think from last time it may have been like $199. I could be wrong, y'all. But y'all will let me know in the comment section, okay? So that's pretty much the high points about the program. I appreciate that she does have that disclaimer there. Do people pay attention to disclaimers? No. Do they care about disclaimers? No. But they have to put that there so that if someone sues them, they can say, hey, I had this disclaimer. Sorry you didn't read it. Make sure y'all check out those anti-MLM videos, okay? And the last thing I want to talk about is that Start Here guide that they removed from the app. I don't know if it's in the paid version of the app because I ain't paying for that. They do have a 7-day trial. I might check it out. So let me know below, please, if you want me to do that, like in a new video or whatever. I'm thinking about it. It's just so time consuming for me. And you guys know that I'm not good with like at-home workouts or whatever. But I really honestly would like to try out those body weight basics because it seems very basic. Like anybody off the street could do those things, which would be like good for people that, don't have access to a gym or don't want to go to a gym. But anyways, on that Start Here guide, there were two things that I noticed about the Start Here guide that I wasn't really feeling. But I'm not going to show the guide just because she took it down. And so there was a reason she took it down. So I don't want to I'm not trying to hinder your coins, get your coins, sis, or whatever. But I don't want to do that. So she talks about portion sizes within there, which is good because people don't know proper portion sizes. Me being one of them. Growing up, we never got told no to seconds. It was you want more, okay, get more. Even though the first was way too much. So that is something that's very difficult for people to learn and to understand, especially when you go out to eat, because I believe going out to eat, your portion sizes are double the amount. It could be more than that. They're double the amount of what you're supposed to have. I think it's more than double. But yeah, crazy, right? Yeah. So I can appreciate that, especially if you don't have a food scale or you don't want to get a food scale, then you just kind of eyeballing it. So you're kind of learning how to do that with that portion size guide or whatever. And then food logs, that could possibly be helpful, but maybe not really. If we going into the year 2023, there are so many free apps that can help you track and log your food. And Heidi, you should have had that in your app. But I guess that could be something that's helpful for people. And then the two things that I had issue with was the acceptable foods list. I don't like that word, acceptable. I think maybe it should have been more along the lines of recommended. And I say that because within those 60 days, you're not going to eat anything off that list. And this is why I say it's setting yourself up for failure. because you have to know how to navigate the real world. If you start, I'm not sure when they start this. I think they started maybe like January the 9th or something like that, or something like that. Let's just say they start on January the 9th. If it's 60 days, I'm assuming that they won't finish until March. If I'm correct, y'all, please let me know if I'm slipping. Yeah. So that means between that time, you have like Valentine's Day. You're not gonna have no chocolate. I'm just saying. I mean, we have to be realistic, y'all. We have to be realistic. We have to be realistic. You mean to tell me you're not gonna go the rest of your life without eating a piece of chocolate? Like, let's be real, you know? And then this is what causes a lot of people to have a lot of guilt and shame and whatever else around food, because they've restricted so long and they've denied themselves and they said, this is so bad, this is so bad. And then they eat it and it's like, it wasn't on the acceptable foods list. So I didn't really like that. And then also there are the 6 power promises. I find this so funny because when I did one of my anti-MLM videos, I want to say it was the Beyond Slim. They had a little guide or whatever. And it had some good points. I'm not gonna lie. I tell the truth. I keep it real. If I think it's good, it's good. And if I don't really like it, I'm just going to say, I don't really like it, because it could be good for some other people. So she has the 6 power promises, which I guess is like things that you should live by, you know, while you're on this Get Fit challenge or whatever. Show gratitude. And it just reminded me of that video I did, because that was one of the things that they had, like keep a gratitude journal. I guess this like helps with your mindset or whatever, and it puts you in a right frame of mind. And I agree with the mindset thing. Like weight loss, getting healthy, getting fit or whatever, it's an emotional roller coaster. And you have to be pretty solid in your mind. That's why I always recommend seeing a therapist. I really do. You could be a denial if you want to. You think your life perfect. You don't think something wrong with you. Okay, cool. But for me, living in the real world, being realistic, yes, I see a therapist, and I've been in and out of therapy since I got my first big girl job and I had insurance. So anyways, hydrate, which y'all already know. I'm a proponent of getting your water in. And if you have not checked out my water video, please check that out if you have trouble getting your water in. And then own your own promise. I don't know what it meant. I think it was something around goal setting. Okay, yeah, you need to set goals for yourself. Your goals should also be SMART goals. I talked about SMART goals in my first ever video, y'all. Like the first video I put on YouTube. Y'all check my first video out, because it's a throwback, y'all. I talk a lot about mindset in that video, because there's no way that I could have come from nearly 400 pounds to nearly under 200 pounds. Yeah, I'm getting there. Without having like a mindset shift. And then exercise. Yeah. And then she's talking about unplug and just be. And I'm assuming this is like self-care or whatever, which, yeah, you do have to take care of yourself. Sometimes y'all already know I'm a proponent of rest days, okay? And sometimes rest periods and diet breaks, because it gets rough, okay? And then plate it. This is the last one. It says send pic to accountability coach or partner. I don't know what all that's about. I ain't sending you my food. But if that keeps people accountable and that's a proper and right thing for them to do, then cool. But what is that accountability partner or accountability coach going to say once you send that picture? I think that makes all the difference in whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Because you can either say, hey, you did a great job with your veggies today. Maybe try to reduce the refined carbs for next time. Okay, cool. That's not bad. But something like, why are you eating all these bad foods or something like that? I'll be like, look, it was Valentine's Day, okay? Leave me alone. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how that all works. And then once again, how I kind of talked at the very, very beginning of this video, you're dealing with people who have food issues. You know, that could be people with EDs. And we don't know how they're going to feel about like sending pictures to an accountability coach or accountability partner. Can you opt out of that? I don't know. We don't know. I hope that people could if they aren't feeling it, because that just sounds very intrusive. I don't know. Maybe I've never needed that type. You know what? I'm lying. I do need that type of accountability. And I say that because my Fitness Pal diary is wide open. And I make some wild choices some days. And I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I think before I eat stuff because I'm thinking of who's looking at my diary. I do. So I get it. And I think about like the example that I'm setting. And I do think about like, you know, people questioning my food choices. But I'm also very transparent and honest and real about the food choices that I make. Do I generally speaking, like eat like trash? No, I don't. But yeah, some days or some weeks, it's really hard. And I'm really still trying to like get out of emotional eating. And then like with the holidays, oh child, it was a mess. So yeah, I do second guess my food choices now that my Fitness Pal diary is wide open. You can see everything that I do because ain't no shame in my game. I put it all down. The good, the bad, the ugly. Yep. Because I'm going to have you guys hold me accountable. Y'all going to be like, ooh, Kendra girl, what you doing? That's why you ain't lose weight this week. And I'm going to be like, yeah, you're right. So maybe it could be a good thing. I don't know. Do I think that you can lose weight on your own and you don't need a fitness challenge? Of course I do. Do I feel like it could possibly be a good thing for some people? Of course I do. So now that it's new year, new me time, new year, new you, boo-boo, do you, okay? Do what's best for you. Do what's best for your wallet. Do what's best for what you think is going to be good for you. If you want alternatives to a community or whatever, I highly recommend Facebook groups. I know a lot of younger type people don't really use the Facebooks anymore, which is fine. But also I believe they have like Reddit communities. Any other suggestions, please leave below for people who are trying to like find a community, trying to find support and everything for them to get started. If you have any questions about like how I lost weight or how I started on my weight loss journey, please, I'd love to have you ask them below. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I try to like come across a little better like in my written text because you can't discern tone from text. And so I try to work on that as best as I can because sometimes I think I might be short with people and they may interpret that like as me having an attitude or whatever. So I try to get like a little bit better so that people can like kind of like, you know, get a good vibe from me because I really do want to help people as much as I can. And then of course I highly always recommend a therapist, especially if you have had an ED or you may suspect that you have some type of ED, because like we can't do this stuff alone. And you also can't do it with unqualified people. If you have any questions, like I said, please leave them below. But no, you don't need Heidi's 60-day Get Fit Challenge. And honestly, do I recommend it? I'm going to say no, just based upon the credentials of her team and based upon the price. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's a no for me, dog. Now, do I think it's like a bad program? I mean, I don't really know. I can't really say that. It's not like the worst. You know, it's well-rounded. It's based on good, solid principles. You know, you're hydrating. You're trying to get your mindset together. You're trying to eat generally healthy. You're exercising. You have support, community. I mean, that's all good stuff, you know? So like I said, it's not like I hate Heidi Powell. I don't know her. Do I feel like she's the most qualified person to be given the advice that she's given? Absolutely not. So I'm not gonna support that part. You guys, I am so glad that you have joined me today. I hope that you continue to join me in the future and make sure you watch my recommended videos. It was a lovely speaking with you. Like, I'm so excited. And I'm so excited what 2023 is going to bring to you guys and to everybody else. Make sure that you continue to watch my video and make sure that you like this video if you thought anything was helpful or whatever. Or if you didn't, I don't care. Like my video, okay? I will see you next time. Make sure that you continue to spread kindness in a world full of hate and bye-bye.